Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. As always, this podcast is made possible by our local convenience stores, the misappropriation of history, and you. And now to your hosts, Justin Hammonds, Brant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut.
What's up? What's happening, world? This is a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction. And Season 7, Episode 4.
Yeah.
Season 7, Not Living in Heaven, 4 Less Than 11.
And it's Episode 4. Have fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 4. Oh, damn. I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm sitting here thinking about ice because we just had a conversation about the slang term for meth. Anyway, I'm Justin Hammonds. I'm looking at my boy Drew Shellnut.
No, you ain't.
My boy Grant Bramlett.
Yes, you is.
Look at that. Flippity floppity. Flippity floppity.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Yeah, here it is. Once again.
I didn't even fucking think about it.
Well, we
Every
are back.
time, baby.
We are back with some more hot facts. Well, actually, this is just a crazy fucking story that I'm going to tell today. But before we get to the story, as we've been trying to do, some good news of some sort.
Or just something fun.
I mean, just something cute, fun, and I don't know, something uplifting, you know? Sure. What, you okay?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Why did you see that? Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping.
Okay. Anyway.
What you checking out, man?
I'm doing
Nothing. Thank you all for tuning in. Tell your mama, tell your folk now about this whole podcast here, because we love getting more listeners, and we're really close to hopefully making some money one day off of this.
We honestly are.
But anyway,
get some fucking video going soon, and
yeah,
I'm gonna make you guys do some more. I don't know, marketing, social media.
I probably need to get on social media.
Yeah,
more. I'm already on social media a lot. And I should just transfer some of that time over to
that's great.
Friends, Facts, and Fiction podcast.
Yeah, let's do that
on Instagram. Anyway, before we dive into this wild ass story about Kenneth Rex McElroy, if you don't know, this shit's crazy. I just got some good news about death.
Oh,
What?
All right,
crazy. In London,
keeping it light.
In
I
the
like
UK.
this.
They've revealed eco-friendly coffins, a living coffin, basically. So the company says they can bury you in the first world's living coffin. It's made out of mushrooms, containing no wood. The coffins are formed out of mat of fibers, including pliable mycelium, the root structure of mushrooms, and upcycled hemp plants. The thread-like mycelium aids decomposition by breaking down biological matter, and it biodegrades within 45 days. Made by Dutch company Loop Biotech, the coffins can be grown in just a week, and the eco-friendly burials feed the earth as they mix the nutrients from the human decomposition.
That's been my bag for a long time. I'm really, really happy to hear about this.
Yeah.
You had me until you mentioned the goddamn Dutch.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's one of the last few people we can go after. Fucking Dutch.
See?
And this surface,
Just kidding. You guys are great now.
For real.
we have Dutch listeners.
Great.
Right? Which is
Yeah,
great.
You're great. You're
So-
great. You're wonderful.
They're great now.
That was the joke.
Sorted past those folks.
You know, come on. 51st state. That's all I'm saying.
So the service, Poetic Endings, in Southwest London, was the first funeral director in the UK to offer one of these unique coffins, having first stocked them last week. It is such a beautiful product, said director Louise Winter. That's a crazy name. It feels like nothing I have ever touched. It's like kind of rind of brie or brie. It's the rind of brie cheese.
Oh, okay,
vibe.
cool.
Oh, so like a fuzzy firm.
Yeah.
So you're back in, aren't you, Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am.
Get buried like a brie cheese.
I am.
Yeah.
I like that.
Look at that.
I like that a lot.
This is so original. I've never seen anything like it, she told the news agency SWNS.com.
I can't help it.
The 38-year-old said they were introduced to the mushroom coffin by the family of Max Lydon, who became the first British person to be buried in one in December 2024. After having such a successful service and being so blown away by the product quality, Poetic Endings decided to stock them permanently. So you can go off to London. Shouts out to Poetic Endings.
Yeah.
And get you a little mushroom coffin.
Seriously,
Probably
though.
cheaper than what the fuck they're peddling in
Well, yeah.
the depths of capitalism.
Well,
when it
you know
comes to
me. I've
funerals.
always wanted to be like on my land, and just if you have to redraw lines and all that bullshit, so be it. Who gives a shit, you know? But
also have the
non-preserved
tree
body
pods.
in a just in a sack, a burlap sack. You just unceremoniously roll me into the hole, you know, and then throw the dirt over it.
Mm-hmm.
They
That's what
do
I've been on
have
for a long time.
the tree
Yeah.
pods too. You can like be
Yeah.
buried in like a tree, root
Yeah,
of a
which
tree
is
or
cool.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
I heard about that, but mushroom shit's pretty cool.
No, that's actually really
It's
cool.
fucking dope.
Maybe something
Also,
that my family
like-
would actually sign off on.
Yeah, right.
I would.
A little more ceremonial than
Yeah.
fucking England and fucking the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Also, you could probably get like if you had like a brother or cousin or something, or if maybe it was you, to sign off on like a hey, this is what we're gonna do with you when you pass. Like, not to pressure you into anything, just sign this paperwork. Because if you grow them with the mushrooms and then you eat the mushrooms, you might get a little bit better effect than your other family members
are you
who are
talking about-
assholes and don't dabble in fun things.
Are you talking about how high, basically? Or your ashes become the weed, like your mushroom becomes the trippy mushroom, and then
But it ain't burnt. So
That is interesting.
that is an interesting thing. You can trip off your remains.
Right. Just mix in some psilocybin
Like, hey,
mushrooms
hey.
in the coffin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at
throw
that.
Uncle Gary's
See now we're getting
mushrooms.
See, these are conversations we have off mic, but now, here we go.
Uncle Gary's mushrooms.
here we go. Yeah. That would be trippy as shit, actually. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's a little, something light. Something
like it.
to make death a little bit better, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We all got to do it someday, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know about
morbid
you,
into
but
that, but,
I don't. I'm not dying.
I mean, this story today is about death, so it's kind of fitting to open with a good thing about it. At least.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Grant, you had something?
Yeah, you guys want to play a little quick game?
Why not?
It's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says.
So I was listening to Conan's podcast the other day, which is awesome, by the way. But anyways,
Uh-huh.
the main guy, not Conan, but the other guy.
You're the one that listened to him.
I
man.
know, right? I just completely blanked on his name. How awesome. Just totally spaced on his name.
Oh,
It'll
man.
come back to me.
I seen your brain go empty there for a second. I was like, oh,
it
right.
did.
And
It
okay.
completely disappeared.
Alrighty.
Doesn't matter. Anyways, he found a like dictionary of trucker CB terms or whatever, and just kind of ran through some or whatever. And I was like, that's really fun, actually.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the conversation, but I figured we'd steal that idea from
It
them.
wasn't Andy, was it?
No.
'Cause he has his own thing now. Yeah.
I'll think of it. I'll either in 5 minutes into your episode, into your actual meat and
And
potatoes.
just randomly blurt out a man's
Just
name.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know me, that's gonna happen. Yeah.
for sure. Definitely.
Anyways, so I'm
I
gonna.
mean, you are looking at a computer screen right now. You could just.
I know. I'm gonna call these out. I want to keep. I want to challenge the brain.
Okay.
All right.
Do you, man?
We always have-
The no
we're always-
Google game?
Yeah.
No Google game?
No Google game.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm gonna call out these terms, and you guys buzz in basically with what you think the right answer may be, and we'll see who knows truckers better.
Interesting.
Truckers?
Yeah. Trucker CB terms.
Drive by?
Anyways, let's start with the easy one, as in
You have the best icebreakers. And it's always, okay.
the fuss, or
The fuzz?
or Smokey, or the bear.
What did you just say?
The term. It's either bear, Smokey, or fuzz.
Police?
There you go. Good job. A point
Yeah,
for
I mean,
Justin.
Fuzz gave that away.
Look at
yeah.
that. I know.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like A or B. Like, what did the truckers call the police? Yeah.
The bear? Smokey?
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
Smokey
And we
the
also have
Bandit?
we
Anyway.
got chicken coop or chicken house. What do you think that might be?
Joe?
No.
Chicken coop, chicken house.
Wind? I mean, I know the wind, chicken hawk kicking. That's like a military term for wind. But
That's fun.
chicken hawk is kicking, yeah. I don't know, bro.
That's a scale house or a truck scale or a weigh station.
Oh, the weigh station? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are wild, bro.
There's nobody on that one. Here's kind of a fun one. Eaten by a bear.
Pull over by the police?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be a bitch and a half, especially if you're on a time schedule.
Another point, Justin. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah. Miss Piggy.
It was a big lady?
Gas station.
The fucking lot lizards, bro. Jesus
That's
Christ.
a lot lizard. Sir.
It is lot lizards.
Well, that's a hooker at a
Yeah, no, I know what that is.
Yeah.
I think
Miss
we
Piggy
all
is-
kind of know what that is.
Miss Piggy is
especially in the
something
South. I don't know. Does it involve a lady?
It's a female police officer.
I mean, it's right there.
Right
dude.
there. Right there.
It's right there
It's
in your
right there.
face, you fucking moron.
It's literally right there. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I'm smart.
I love that somebody's probably listening and being like, "You fucking
Yeah,
dumb,
you guys
bitch."
are fucking idiots. It's two of you.
That's fucking wild. Anyway,
What do you think a cash box would be?
I mean, I'm assuming
A
you keep
register?
your money.
No, it's a toll booth.
Uh,
Yeah. I didn't know that one either.
Yeah, I don't like that.
don't they kind of just float through those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they.
I think it's mostly like a point. You know what I mean? Like a point of reference or whatever.
Yeah.
So say if you're going with a
Past the cash
convoy or
box.
you're
Yeah.
past a cash box, there's a Smoky in the in the woods or
Yeah,
whatever the hell
yeah.
they say. What is that? What do they say?
Interesting.
Smoky in the bush is what they call that.
Smoky in the bush
Is a cop
pause.
hiding to try and pull you over for speeding.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
my goodness.
They have their own little dialect. Eh?
Yeah, they do.
I'm completely and utterly out of.
It's out of my wheelhouse for sure. bro.
Like,
Oh, this is a weird one. I'd be amazed
even
if
my
you guys
world.
could ever guess this shit. Go-go girls, in parentheses, on the dance floor. So I guess they could say go-go girls on the dance floor or just go-go girls.
Is it involving drugs?
pills.
No.
That's what I was gonna say. pills.
Amazingly, it does not.
What?
It's a livestock truck.
Wow.
Go-go girls.
I was
guess-
thinking-
Yeah, I guess they are kind of like, go-go girls in the fucking cages and
Oh,
shit.
yeah, I guess
at
that's
the
fair.
clubs and
Yeah,
shit.
I was thinking
That's
like an
fucking wild,
energy
bro.
drink and some stacker pills or something.
Yeah, me too, bro. Like I'm on some shit and I'm going fast.
Right.
Like, fucking, yeah. That's crazy.
All right, so what about a meat wagon?
I mean, I would
Cattle?
think that was a livestock thing, but
No.
you just said that was the
Totally
shit.
different.
Ambulance?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Very good, Drew.
Yeah, I've heard it once before. I referenced as that
Yeah.
because of a motorcyclist.
Motorcyclist, eh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
That's wild.
Reefer. That's not what you think.
Yeah, I'd imagine it is not. I don't know.
That's a refrigerated trailer or a refrigerated
Reefer
container.
truck.
Reefer truck.
I've heard that before too. What the fuck?
I know.
Well, you
I
asked me a
mean,
question, my mind just goes blank. Like, oh yeah, what is that? And I've heard reefer truck before, several fucking times actually. That's crazy.
Oh, that one's kind of sad. Turkey hearse.
Oh,
It's pretty on the nose.
I mean, it's just a turkey truck.
Yeah. They're headed to slaughter. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. That's
Yeah,
that DC vote, baby.
That's a rough one.
You ain't gonna feel nothing. Electricity and some slit your throat.
Oh my god.
Here's a list of like towns and or roads that are, I guess, popular stopping points that they all have nicknames for. Like Chocolate Town. Obviously.
Atlanta.
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
It is Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I can make that joke. I can make that joke. All right, I can make that joke.
All right, you got Crashville.
Nashville.
That's Nashville, Tennessee,
hell
baby.
yeah, it's
they call it
Nashville.
Crashville.
Yeah, of
I
course.
love that a lot.
The white
It
Atlanta.
is. Yeah. Oh, that's 100% true.
Yeah. I never forget Vic telling me that one day. I was like, but you know, Nashville just white Atlanta. I was like, damn, you're right, bro.
Oh, now what they say for Atlanta is general public. It's hot Atlanta.
No,
They call it hot. Yeah. Apparently they coined it though, because it's now widely used among the general public. So
Oh, nice.
They coined hot Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
But it's a bitch driving truck through Atlanta.
Here's a good one that is
Jesus.
not what I would have thought. Idiot Island.
Idiot Island?
Idiot Island.
I'm not going to say anything.
Is it Rhode Island?
No.
DC?
That's a good guess. Honestly, that really is a good guess.
Definitely up there
Yeah.
when it comes to that.
California. They call California Idiot Island. My thought would have been Florida, but you know.
Yeah.
Hey!
Fucking wild.
The
Bro.
little engine that couldn't.
Oh, man. Oh, Florida. We love you.
Well, we all know what 10-4 is.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Over
a
and out.
shitload more.
Yeah, there's probably a whole
So
little dictionary.
many.
Yeah. I wonder if it give you like a book when you finish your CDL. It's just like, hey, this is how we talk.
That is all you had to learn.
Everything is
That's
in
a
here.
really good question. I don't know.
Do
you
not let the
I'm
public
assuming
see
you just
this.
pick it up as you go along. That's
Yeah.
what I have to assume. Yeah, they do the same thing on like TV and film sets. A 10-100 or a 10-1. That's a restroom break.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. I did like a little production last year, and it's definitely a different lingo in that world.
Yeah.
On sets and shit,
Oh,
TV sets, and
yeah.
music video sets and shit.
Hey, it's like working in, I guess, any
Like
industry.
rigging and all that type of shit.
And like,
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, working in a kitchen.
Oh, yeah, kitchen,
When
yeah, kitchen
I walk
goes.
in doing fucking DoorDash and I walk behind somebody and like right behind you, and they'll like turn around and look at me and like do
Yeah.
like a head nod, like, oh, you know what's up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, motherfucker,
bro.
you don't know what's up.
I say corner in public, bro. Like corner.
Yeah, corner. Hot.
Yeah, behind you. Whoop.
It don't matter where you are. That's
I did too, actually.
Yeah, straight up.
That's what
in public.
the little motherfuckers I was working with didn't give a shit. It wasn't hot. They just chopped up some fucking lettuce and were walking behind you and didn't want to bump into you. Caliente.
Yeah, exactly.
So oh shit! They turn around with some lettuce. What the fuck, nigga? Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker.
It's evolved. It's
But I
evolved
got
to
out of the
on
way.
your neck.
Oh,
On
yeah.
your neck. Watch ankles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can't say what it was like when I worked at Chuck's and shit. It'd be like Skylar would walk up,
Yeah.
be like on your dick, and like do a little tap tap. Move back.
For sure.
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna finish this up with a little tiebreaker for you.
Oh,
guys,
no.
'cause y'all tied 3-3. The last one here I found is Pickle Park.
It's, where you park to
Suck off your joint.
do some nefarious activities
Little
in the
pickling.
back cabin.
You pickle that little stickle.
Justin, you're getting really close.
Yeah. When you bang in the cabin, you park to
Park and pickle.
go.
Pickle that
You know,
shit.
do the do.
I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, it's close. It's apparently it is in particular a rest area known with a reputation for prostitution. It can also be used to describe a large grassy medians on highways.
Oh, is that what park and ride means?
I guess so.
Nice.
I've never understood
nice,
that, to be
nice.
honest.
Oh, really?
and
You're
ride.
being serious?
No,
Park and
seriously.
ride. Park and ride, my guy.
I
Yeah.
saw one the other day over by the Amazon facility, and I was like, there's a whole parking lot over there, and then
Park and ride.
there's nowhere to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like the sentence that they have as an example, basically, can you use it in a sentence, please? Now I'm imagining a spelling bee with pickle park as one of those things, and I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence, please? Yes. There's a Smokey doing flip flops around the pickle park.
Wow. Damn. Watch
That
out
means
for
the
the
cops
police.
are raiding the prostitution rest area.
Don't stop there. Go down to the next one. That's crazy, bro. That's a whole situation too, man. I forget about that whole side of trucking, like with the prostitution and the drugs and shit. Motherfuckers staying up for a week.
With the reality.
Yeah. Big ass headsets on all the time. Shouts out to the truckers though, man. We need y'all. A couple of my homies who drive trucks. Yeah, y'all keep shit moving out here, player.
A lot of idiots in that world, but there's a fair amount of good ones too.
Yeah, oh for sure. As there is in all things, my guy.
Isn't that the truth?
You know?
Isn't that the truth?
Speaking of idiots, segue was fucking cush.
I have webbed hands, so I can't snap my fingers, but imagine me snapping my fingers.
Speaking of idiots, we all hear stories about bullies being shitty people to others, right?
Yes.
But I've never heard of a story as extreme as this one. Kenneth Rex, hold on. Kenneth Rex McElroy was such a piece of shit in the town of Skidmore, Missouri, that the whole town...
Skidmore.
Yeah, that's a whole situation, too. I giggled every time I fucking wrote it. Anyway.
Yeah, you did.
Skidmore, Missouri, that the whole town came together just to kill this motherfucker. Shit is wild. Kenny was born June 1st, 1934. And he was the 15th of 16 children.
Good Lord.
He basically walked out of there.
Yeah.
You know, needless to say, his family was poor. and
I mean, yeah, I was just going with farm.
Yeah, there's a farming family.
So
obviously.
instead of him walking out there, I'm just imagining she's like actively doing something, just squats down real quick and just plops into the
He
dirt.
just keeps doing it behind her.
Just picks himself up and just the little guy just starts
fucking doing
chucking
it.
the beans behind her. You know?
Exactly. I mean, 'cause at that time, you know, that's your workforce for so many fucking
Well, I mean,
years.
that's what they did. That's why my grandfather was one of 12, I believe.
Yeah, my grandmother as well.
Yeah.
After years of living in Kansas, his family eventually settled right outside of Skidmore. And by this, it's still getting me. And by this time, Kenny would drop out of school at the age of 15 in the 8th grade.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he made it 8th grade.
I mean, for 34, 15 of 16 kids, I mean...
Yeah, 1934, 15,
Yeah.
16. He's got enough education to not...
I mean, more than
completely
enough
stupid,
compared
you know?
to the rest of the people around him.
Yeah, but Kenny wasn't worried about being smart. He's worried about being a fucking bully. So he essentially started his life as a career criminal almost immediately. He began to be known as a small-time thief, stealing grain, gasoline, alcohol, antiques, and even livestock. Kenny was charged over 20 times for these crimes, but always seems to get away with it.
The antiques really seems to be like the outlier to me.
Yeah, it's like,
Wait, stop.
yeah,
Thank you.
you know what?
Ooh, nice little porcelain baby. This guy goes for like $600.
Yeah.
Like an antique roadshow guy.
Exactly.
At the
Just like,
same time as being a fucking criminal, street
I
criminal.
love the idea.
Yeah.
He's busting
That
into
grandfather
somebody's...
clock, bro, that's an antique.
And back then, what were antiques?
Yeah, right.
I mean, busting in...
That's our antiques.
All right. This is 16th century porcelain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he stole your mule and then some grain to be able to feed the mule and then maybe some gas on the way out. And he's like, you know what? I bet he's got a bottle of booze inside.
Yeah.
Busts in for a bottle of whiskey and be like, oh my God, is that a Monet? You know?
It was perfect.
That was good timing.
Great timing. So he was charged over 20 times with these crimes, but he always got away with it. Thanks to his lawyer, Richard Gene McFadden, Dickie Fadden, and his intimidation skills. Apparently, Kenny was not afraid to pull a gun on anyone, even the sheriff. And he would stalk his victims by parking outside their houses, following them to work, and watching their kids leave school. So if you crossed his path, pissed him off, or tried to accost him about some shit, he would literally just watch you for weeks.
Go 100% creep mode.
Yeah, just chill out in front of your
Really?
house.
Just to like
Follow
threaten
to
you?
work.
Or...
Just to fuck with people. Yeah, I'm here, and I got a pistol on me. Like, he would constantly just have his gun, like, visible, and just standing outside people's houses, sitting in his car, following them to work for days. For days.
Somebody needs some Xanax.
Yeah. He's obviously had mental issues.
Uh-huh.
So, with basically no one brave enough to check him, Kenny just thrived off of the town's fear, basically living a lawless life amongst law-abiding citizens. He would literally take people's shit, and they would try to confront him, and he would just shrug his shoulders and grab his gun. And people would get the message pretty quick. seriously.
So does the sheriff just like give up after a while? Because it's
The
like
sheriff's afraid that he's going to kill him.
he gets arrested and then his lawyer gets him out and then he gets arrested again. Lawyer gets him out. As the sheriff's just like, fucking whatever.
I mean, it basically got to the point where it was just like his lawyer was so good that he just got off of every fucking conviction. Plus, he paid some people to like, cop his plea, like, hey, he was with me that day type shit.
Oh, okay.
And then witnesses would never show up because, it's basically, he was a one-man mafia.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Basically, in this fucking town was
Wow, it's crazy.
It's fucking nuts, bro. This dude was seriously hell-bent on making everyone around him suffer. And he also fathered more than 10 children with different women. But his last wife was kind of the start of the town being over all of his shit. This fucker was married to a woman named Alice. And while still married to her, he meets a young girl named Trina. And by young, I mean 12 years old. And he was 35. Yeah, this is when shit starts to get a little dark for the listeners out there. He began a relationship with her, which is fucking disgusting. And Trina's family was obviously not happy with this situation.
No.
So, they date. Trina ends up getting pregnant at the age of 14.
Jesus Christ.
And in order to save his ass from statutory rape charges, Kenny asked the family for their daughter's hand in marriage. And of course, the answer was fucking no. But little did they know how far this motherfucker was willing to go to get what he wanted. He ended up burning down their house and marrying Trina anyway.
What?
Whoa.
So he divorces Alice, but they all live together in the same house. You know what I mean? So he divorced his first wife and married this 14-year-old, moved them all in together. And about 2 weeks after the baby was born, Alice and Trina run away from their home with Kenny. Because needless to say, he was a piece of shit, obviously.
I mean, I was going to say that's assumed. But
It's fucking
A little bit.
raping a child. Anyway, so Alice and Trina would end up going to stay with Trina's family in their freshly rebuilt house. And all was fine and dandy until Kenny tracked them down because they're like a town over, basically.
Okay.
This motherfucker pops up when Trina's parents are away, forces them to come back home, and just to double down on the shit, he burns their house down again
Oh, my God.
and shoots their new dog.
Hey, fuck
Oh,
off.
Yeah.
no, man.
Yeah.
Don't involve the animals.
Shit's crazy, bro. I'm sorry, this
Don't
dude is a
involve
piece
the
of shit,
animals.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking insane.
God, he sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible, bro. And at this point, everyone in the town is like, what the fuck, more than ever before. And Kenneth does get arrested, and authorities take Trina into foster care. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
And eventually gets out on bail, thanks to his lawyer, and nobody wanted to fucking testify. So, to get Trina back, this crazy asshole goes to the foster parents and offer a girl for a girl proposition. Because the foster parents had a biological daughter,
Oh, my God.
and Kenny knows where she goes to school.
Oh,
So he
Jesus.
basically threatened
Their
the life
biological child,
of their
yeah.
biological child
Yeah.
in order to get Trina back.
God damn.
So, needless to say, he gets Trina, and again, continues to be a massive piece of shit to the town of Skidmore, and no one does anything about it. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is insane.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple of years, and Kenny is with his daughter he had with Trina at a local grocery store. And the clerk, Bo, sees his daughter grab a candy bar and says, hey, you got to pay for that. So, in daughter's eyes, it's like, I'm going to go tell my dad. Mm-hmm. So his daughter goes and tells him what happened. And Kenny approaches the man and asks, are you accusing my daughter of stealing? They get into a heated argument, and Kenny pulls a pistol and shoots Bo. Shoots him in the neck and dips out as if it's like some Wild Wild West shit. And this would be the only time he would be convicted of a fucking crime. This motherfucker had been stealing, bribing, raping, and pillaging this town for years, and he finally gets convicted for assault. The prosecutor...
Not manslaughter?
No. So
Damn.
the prosecutor changed the charges from attempted murder to assault so he can finally get, land a eviction on him. Yeah. They had to, basically flip the shit in order to
did he
beat
kill
his
the
lawyer,
guy?
basically. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So he gets 2 years, but again, He's out on bail because he did an appeal, and the fucking case got pushed. Court date got pushed, and he runs into his town's local bar, waving around his pistol, screaming about how he's gonna kill Bo. Yeah, Bo survived.
All right.
And everyone is just silent and kind of in awe of the madness. The people of Skidmore knew what he was capable of because a few years prior, he got off on a similar case when he shot a farmer, Romaine Henry, twice with a shotgun. He also survived.
Damn.
And apparently, he paid off some hunters to say that they were all hanging out during the time of the shooting.
Yeah, so it's like a hunting accident is what.
Well, no,
Kinda how
like
they-
the hunters were saying they were hanging out with him somewhere else.
Giving him an alibi.
Yeah,
Got it.
giving him an alibi. Yeah,
Man.
it's fucking insane, bro. Anyway, Kenny is screaming in this bar, drinking, and blatantly cocky about how no one is going to do anything about when he does catch a body. Like nobody's gonna do shit when he pops boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do? So, the town at this point is in terror. So much so, they have a meeting at the town hall as to what to do about this actual fucking terrorist living amongst them. So,
I just love the idea of the entire town being there, and Kenny's just like stomping through empty streets. He's like, "Where is everybody? I wanted to get somebody and shoot them."
yeah, bro, there was like 50 people in this meeting.
And they're just like, "Shh, he's coming. Turn off the lights." You know?
There's like 50 people in this meeting, and including the mayor, the sheriff, some deputies, and concerned citizens. And, this is the 70s, so everybody's strapped. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, that's so true. I was thinking in my head, I was like, this is the 30s because he was born in the 30s. But no, this is like 1971.
bro, he's been doing this shit for decades at this point. Like, yeah, bro. Like, him marrying Trina as a child is like the later shit.
Yeah.
There's a whole array of him stealing cattle from people and it just being blatantly on his property.
there's TV.
And they're like, bro, like, that's my fucking cow, dog. What are we doing? Like, like, bro, that's my fucking grandfather clock. Well, how the fuck did you get that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not doing shit about it.
Don't say anything. Don't do. Shut.
Because he will kill you or stalk you or maybe put your children in danger. And he has a fucking great lawyer, which good.
And
To be a good lawyer, cool, but defending a piece of shit like this.
Where was this again?
Missouri.
Location? What? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have flown down here.
No, bro. What's about to happen would have happened a lot sooner than 30 years of fucking terror.
No.
But so this meeting, however, was cut short after the sheriff suggested that they just start a neighborhood watch. Like, okay, bro. That neighborhood's been watching this shit for fucking years already any fucking way. So
We all know it's fucking kids.
exactly.
We know what's going on.
We all know it's this motherfucker, bro. Like, that's the problem. So then someone burst into the meeting and told everyone that Kenny was next door drinking. Yeah. And after he was drinking for a little bit, he had Trina with him and got a little six-pack. And so everyone just gathered around the bar outside and waits for Kenny to leave. And this is when shit gets real wild, wild west. Kenny, being drunk and arrogant, flashes a gun to all of the townspeople, like, what's up? I mean, I got it on me. What we doing out here? So Kenny, being drunk and arrogant, does that shit. And he gets in his truck. Mind you, Trina is with him that day. As soon as Kenny...
Daytime?
It's daytime, broad
The
daylight.
sun is up.
Broad day.
God damn.
It's broad day. Bro, there's 50 people outside the bar, and he walks to his truck just like, what's cracking, bitches?
Yeah.
And I got my teen bride with me. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Lord.
It's fucking insane. So, as soon as he gets in his truck, the town folk kind of look around and say, like, this is it. We've had enough. It's about to go down. So they just start shooting up the truck, emptying full clips. Straight up. Like, they just start firing at the truck, bro. Like, yeah. And all the while that's happening, Trina hops out of the truck, thank God, and somehow someone gets her to safety. But yeah, bro. Kenny gets Swiss cheesed up, and nobody called the ambulance. The sheriff didn't arrest anybody. I mean, they just all kind of just sigh of relief and went on with their lives.
Fuck
bro.
yeah, dude.
Like, fuck it. Okay, cool.
They're like,
we're good now.
shut the
we can go get our shit back from his house.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, so the FBI, on the other hand, was like, what the fuck, bro? You can't just have a dead body in the middle of fucking town square and not even investigate it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you know? So they come down to old Skidmore and interview over 100 people. And out of those 100 people, no one seems to know what happened on that fateful day. Like, nobody was like, what? I ain't see who shot what. I heard some noises, but I don't know. Something happened that day, but it's crazy. Yeah. So
I was watching Price is Right. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I thought the bell was ringing
You got
on
some
TV.
guns? You want to shooting gun? Yeah.
What?
can
A
do
truck?
that.
A truck?
Nah.
Bar? What are you talking about? So after the FBI found out more about Kenny, they really were just like, oh, well, sounds like he must have slipped and fell on some bullets. Cool. Fuck it.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, you need slip and fall on a few bullets, man. It's crazy. But all the while, Trina was actively pushing for them to do a thorough investigation, thanks to Stockholm syndrome.
That's just about to, yeah.
Yeah, she's literally, that's all she's known is this motherfucker. Pretty much, like, that shit's creepy.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's satisfying.
yeah, it's pretty fucked up. She accused a guy named Dale, and the FBI interviewed him. He denied he shot a weapon that day, and that was the end of the investigation.
today. I shot that fucker yesterday. I didn't shoot it today.
Yeah, I didn't shoot what? I didn't shoot
My
anything that day.
name's Dale. That's not suspicious neither.
Yeah.
I did not shoot a gun that day. Well, were you there, sir? Did you see what happened? I did not shoot a gun that day.
I did not shoot sexual relations with that gun.
Yeah, bro, it's insane. So they end the investigation off that. Like, so that's the only suspect. He said he didn't do it. So I guess we're gonna go back to headquarters and figure out some other shit.
He gave us a damn good moonshine recipe, though.
Yeah, bro, this shit is crazy. So Trina sued the town for $5 million, claiming wrongful death lawsuit. They settled out of court for $17,600, and
That's not even close.
Yeah, and no one ever was convicted of the murder of old Kenny Rex McElroy. Sadly enough, Trina went on to remarry.
Well, that's not sad.
Well, it's about to get sad.
Oh, okay.
She went on to get married and left town, and sadly, she died on her 55th birthday of cancer.
No, that is sad.
That's pretty sad. On her birthday. So, my question to y'all, morally speaking, town was in the right, right?
Morally?
What do
I
you
don't
think?
know. Ethically, fuck yeah.
Yeah, ethically. Yes, ethically. But morally, how do you feel? It's a question, you know.
I mean, I'm not a believer. Like, I disagree with the death penalty just because of how, like, court systems work, and it's almost impossible to prove something in that context. You know what I mean? There's been so many overturned convictions after they put somebody to death. That's just fucking awful. And then also, it's insanely expensive. Just put them away for life. It's actually cheaper that way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But in a situation like that, well, I'm sorry. In general, I really do believe there are people currently alive. Society would be better without them.
Yes.
So either put them in exile, i.e. jail or prison, or kill them, you know? Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it needs to be. Yeah. Like, it's just, we are part of this earth. Like, we are part of the natural order of things, even though we've stepped too far outside of it to where we're fucking everything up.
True.
But that's just the way it works, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in this situation, since he was never, like, the worst he ever got for shooting a guy in the neck because his daughter stole a candy bar.
Yeah.
And he just got 2 years for that, and that's it. Like,
he didn't even serve the 2 years, bro. Before the court case.
See, that's right.
He was in the town again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, that's the fucking thing. Like, so
he basically got killed after he got evicted.
Yes, I honestly think
it's hard to
good for them.
It's hard to.
I really do think good for the town people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's hard to have sympathy and or empathy for anybody that is going to put themselves in a situation that perpetuates itself over and over.
Yeah. I mean, you're literally...
Honestly. I mean, like, what is it? I can't help you unless you help yourself.
Yeah.
Kind of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't see that, perspective on your own life and you just keep doing those things, then I'm sorry, but I don't have any fucking anything for you.
Exactly, man.
I mean, it seems like he completely lacked any kind of like empathy or regret. I mean, this guy seems like
definitely a
straight up
psychopath.
down a
Well, especially with like
Sociopath.
taking the like
Yeah.
fucking 12-year-old girl,
It's
like
it's
what
crazy.
the fuck, bro?
I mean,
You're
it's
34.
Even on that alone, I mean, if you this story was a lot shorter and you were just like, and then he raped Trina and then his dad shot him, I'd be like, her dad shot him. I'd be like, cool, good for him. Nice episode.
Yeah, for sure. It's way more epic ending, but I honestly think I think they were in the right for
1,000%. He was wreaking havoc on that town.
what they did, and I just think it's fucking cool that they all were like in solidarity. Like,
Oh, yeah.
nah, ain't nobody going to jail for this motherfucker, bro.
Nope.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the coolest shit about it for
Yeah.
me. It's like nobody snitched on nobody.
Well, that's
bro.
the cool thing is
That's
like
amazing.
they played
fucking insane, bro.
they
For a whole
played-
town to do that is
Yeah.
crazy.
they played the perfect telephone game.
yeah.
No one's ever done it. They did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely
You
did
know?
it, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
boom.
Everybody got the message.
I am
directly.
Sparta. Yeah, no, for real, that's amazing.
It's fucking insane, bro.
But for real, maybe let this be a lesson to the listeners. If we all band together,
Yeah, we can stop tyranny.
we can stop some shit from happening.
Yeah, bro. It's kind of the correlation
Unfortunately,
to real life right
it
now.
requires everyone.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
maybe not to the extent of death, but definitely
No, I mean,
the
okay
extent
with
of
that.
making a point to the people that are trying to run this fucking world.
I mean, if we kill just like 2, maybe 3 billionaires, I think they might start being a little nicer.
I mean,
I said if.
hey,
okay?
shouts out my boy Luigi, man.
I'm just smiling.
For the people. for the people, dog. But yeah, I thought that was an insane story. As short, sweet, but insane story, and I wanted to share it because of the solidarity.
No, I think that's awesome, honestly.
And
I mean, yeah, especially it's
that dude was a piece of shit. I mean,
there's also like a overarching, like a sacrifice of the few for the benefit of the many.
Exactly.
Yes, for sure. It's always going to be that way, man. You know?
Again, decent allegory.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Exactly.
I'm not saying anything either. I'm just trying to not be angry, Drew.
Hey, something light. You know what I mean? Something light to get a giggle out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't know. You can email us and tell us how you feel about the ethic to the moral of the story, because I'm on the side with the townspeople. That should have happened a lot.
2 decades.
I mean, this is shit for 30 years, man, stealing everybody's shit and literally kidnapping somebody's daughter and getting her pregnant. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, you can email us at fiction at gmail.com. I kind of fucked that one up. Anyway, how we feeling, man? That was kind of a short one.
You shut in some figs?
Good. No, I'm with you too. The townspeople. I guess my takeaway is referencing Drew from earlier and that's asking where that was, because Deep South,
Bro,
Nah, bud.
dude,
Bud.
that wouldn't have lasted.
bro, Trina's dad,
A
if
year.
if he was from Alabama, that motherfucker got shot on sight.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Marry my 14-year-old
Yeah,
daughter?
come
You're
on in.
35, bitch.
Yeah.
What are you
We're
doing?
cooking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to check out the deep freeze?
Yeah.
Out in the garage? Yeah. Let's go check that out.
Let me show you some Southern hospitality.
Come help me with the grill real quick.
Yeah. Definitely.
No, Chevy just backfired. Hush up, woman.
Let's go. Let's go a little hunting trip. We can talk about it on a hunting trip tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, deep in the woods. Nobody's gonna find you, bud,
Oh, man.
and nobody's gonna give a fuck. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He had 15 fucking siblings, bro.
Yeah, where are the rest of the McElroys in this situation?
I don't have no idea. I have no fucking idea. 15 other siblings, and they just let this motherfucker run. Nobody checked his ass.
They probably dipped out too because they were scared. They were like 2 states over there. Like, we ain't going over there. Motherfucker crazy.
That's fucking.
He done scared us 2 states away.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine they weren't grifting like him, so they probably were still poor, I'd imagine. Or wasn't, financially set like he was because he just kept stealing shit.
They just took 1 state each.
Now they probably were paying him just to stay protected.
It's like a portion of the United States that was just like, fuck. McElroy, we don't know what the fuck to call these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
but they are fucking hard as fuck. And one of them got my 12-year-old daughter. Like, she's gone now.
I didn't track it back, but it could be related to
I was wondering.
a Bama quarterback. That might be worth looking into because that'd be wild.
A little Irish heritage.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. But yeah, that was a crazy ass story. I just want to share it, man. You know, it's something light for your week.
Well, I liked it.
Yeah, well, right on. Thank y'all for listening, man. We love y'all, and keep your head up out there. I'm Justin Hammonds, and I'm saying love, live life because it's worth living, y'all.
I'm Drew Shellnut, and I'm saying stay informed, make a difference.
There you go.
Nice. Grant Bramlett here. To Kenny, never liked you. Not even a little bit, apparently.
Yeah, bro. There was no silver lining to that dude's existence.
And any Kenny's out there. But to those town folk, I always loved you. That's fucking awesome.
Damn right.
And any other town folk, if there's a Kenny in your town, just saying.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, player. Yeah, because there's a lot of small rural towns where I'm sure this shit's still going on. Without fucking doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking the places in America we don't look at too often. Anyway, I love y'all, man. This has been a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction. And we out.
Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the next installment. Find us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Our Instagram handle is friends_facts_fiction. As always, please reach out to us. You can send any of your questions, praise, and fact-checking to friends_facts_fiction@gmail.com. It's important to us to only propagate the truth, and we'll correct any errors we may have made. Your hosts and researchers are Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut. Our episodes are produced by Grant Bramlett. Additional producership provided by Grace Higgs. Our recording engineer is Grant Bramlett. Lighting design is provided by Justin Hammonds. This has been a production of Friends, Facts, and Fiction.
Well, I was like 16, 17, working at Waffle House, midday shift on a fucking Saturday. Nobody's in Waffle House. And we're sitting there, and this motherfucker said, "Do you want some ice?" I was like, "Bro, I got my drink. I'm good." He was like, "No, bro, like, you want to get a little meth?" And I was like, "No, bro." Just casually asked me to hit a fucking meth pipe, bro. Like, Waffle House is a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Oof.